It's a little after 8 a.m. on Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. And after that windstorm we had, we were called by the client and they had this large limb break off of this really nasty maple tree. So it's hung up in the adjacent maple, and the adjacent maple shows signs of decay. So what we've done is from the ground we threw some lines. We have an M rigging system tied to a pulley on the butt end here, and then tied off to the friction. And I'm gonna ascend up into this tree and we'll tie off the other end. We have the gray rope here installed. I'll get up in position, I'll put some rigging up in this tree. We'll tie that off, we'll lower it to the ground, and then this tree will be coming out as well. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and that's where the shadows are. We'll see how quickly we get this done. So here we are, you can see the shadows move from right there to right here. It's been about an hour and a half, and we already got the rigging out of this tree. Got a neighbor over there collecting sticks, and then as you can see, we got the whole girl down. So everything was carefully rigged. We did a great job, and probably about 2 hours has passed. It's the winter, so the shadows move slower, I guess. But that's it. Drop that log down. We'll clean up the after. Okay, it is, I think it's about 11:30 on January 2nd, 2024. And we're up in the village, up on Andrew Ave, and this beautiful home has this large limb that's fallen onto the roof. So, caused some structural damage. It entered the roof. So today we're here. I've been watching these trees my entire career, and as you can see, they're in really bad shape. So we're going to take the 3 of these down, but right now we're going to attend to this. As I said, it's about 11:30. You can see where the shadows are, and we'll see what we'll get done in the next 2 hours. I think we'll be pretty much done. 16 minutes later, I got up on the roof. I reduced it down to the points of contact, and then what I've done is I've tied in at the point here, and that's going up into this tower here to a pulley, back down to a pulley, and then up to a crotch, and that's tied off down here. So now what that's going to enable us to do is when I make a cut past this pulley, the log is going to fall down. And when the log falls down, it's going to pull on this pulley, and for every 1 foot of rope that travels through that pulley, we're going to get 2 feet of travel out of this right here, and that's going to cause the log to stand up and come this way for every foot that comes down. So going to make that cut here in a second, and then in lieu of flowers, just give me some likes. So Christine, we triggered that cut. We had a rope at the belly of it to give it a little bit more pressure. I got underneath, I put a wedge in it pointing up to the right to give it the swing that it wanted to break that piece off. And then this was the point that was in the roof right up there, and if you can see it, it doubled it all the way back and peeled it down. So when the tip of the trunk fell through that block and tackle, it pulled the tip back and folded it away from the house. And now we're going to take down this tree here, which is pretty easy. Got a little bit of wires here, got the transformer nearby, so we'll get those out first, and then I'm just gonna send those. It's I've worked on this tree probably 4 or 5 times in my life. And then this one, I'm gonna take out of the wires. It's past the transformer, so we just have the lower wires here to contend with, and then we gotta take that one down. And